I took this fine looking client of mine, Oscar, from skinny at 135 pounds at 5'10" to putting on 10 pounds of lean muscle in just 10 weeks. Now that may seem like a lot of muscle in a short amount of time, but I didn't ask him to go on a bulk. I didn't ask him to eat thousands of calories every day, and we kept training under just 45 minutes per session. So in this video, I'm breaking down exactly how we did it step by step so you can follow the same path. Alright guys, so this is my client Oscar. Before coming to me, he weighed in at just 115 pounds at 5'10", under eating, having a small appetite, and he was frustrated with his training results. Fast forward 10 weeks of us working together, he put on 10 pounds of lean muscle, he got stronger than ever, he looked more aesthetic, and he got a girlfriend. So in this video, I'm going to give you the exact step-by-step breakdown of what we did in order to get these results. Now I just want to put out one thing beforehand. Oscar's the one who put in the work. I just gave him the systems, and Oscar followed it like an absolute machine. So big props to him, and that's why he has these results. When he first came to me looking to join Zenith Academy, he was clear about his goals. He wanted to bulk up and build lean muscle. He wanted to feel confident in his physique. He didn't want to get fat. He didn't want to waste time doing the wrong things. And he wanted a clear roadmap that worked. And this isn't just a one-time fluke. Other clients in the Zenith Academy, Asher, he gained 7 pounds of lean muscle in just 12 weeks, and Skylar, who was a basketball player, needed more size and athleticism, gained 11 pounds and got more athletic in just 12 weeks. And Oscar, he took this to a whole nother level. Now before, Oscar came to me at 115 pounds. He had a small appetite, he did not track any nutrition or his training progress, and he was just doing random workouts off of YouTube and TikTok. There was no structure to his training, no structure to his nutrition, there were no progression, and thus there were no results. Plus, he had a lifestyle of partying and drinking that was working against him more than for him. So after working with me for 10 weeks, he gained 10 pounds of lean muscle. His chest filled out, his arms started popping, and added 50 pounds to his bench press. Now he finally looked the part and started to attract the right attention that he wanted. Without further ado, here are the 5 key shifts that helped transform Oscar. Number 1, maintaining nutrition. When you're struggling to gain weight, the last thing you want to do is fight against your small appetite. Bulking is unnecessary, and you want to eat a good balance of protein and carbs. The biggest mistake that Oscar was making before coming to me was prioritizing too much protein for his caloric needs. A lot of beginners tend to make this mistake. Having too much protein won't help you. Protein has higher levels of satiation, and without the adequate carbohydrate intakes, you won't be able to fill out your muscles, making them look bigger and feel stronger. So what we did right away is once he joined the program, we lined up a consult with my in-house nutritionist. Then we gained clarity on the nutrition downfalls. He wasn't tracking calories, he didn't know how to eat the proper macros, and he prioritized too much protein. Once we identified those, we then created a custom meal plan tailored to his needs. And every 2 weeks, we went back in, recalculated his calories and macros, and adjusted if needed. One of the biggest mistakes that I see beginners make when it comes to nutrition is that they have one caloric goal and they try to hit that consistently every day for the next 3 to 4 months. But when you put on more muscle, you naturally burn more calories. So you need to be constantly adjusting your caloric intake in order to not plateau. So that's exactly what we did for him in the program. We adjusted his calorie and macro needs every 2 weeks so that he continued progressing without hitting plateaus. Last but not least, we dialed in his pre and post-workout supplementations so that he had more energy when it comes to the gym. He trained harder, he made more results, and the post-workout supplementation just helped his muscle recover much faster and grow bigger. If you're in the same boat as Oscar, struggling to gain weight, having a small appetite, I'd recommend a 40, 40, and 20 split of 40% protein, 40% carbohydrates, and 20% fats for your macro distribution. This gives you a good balance between protein intake for muscle repair and muscle growth and carbohydrates to fill out your muscle and allow them to actually get bigger. And you always want to eat 100 calories above maintenance and switch that out every 2 weeks. Then what we did is focus on strength. In our program, we want to cut out all the noise from social media, random workouts, ineffective workouts. We don't want our clients hitting random workouts that they saw online that are ineffective. And we focus on strength gains in order to build a lean and athletic physique. First, when Oscar came to us, we identified his physique and gym goals. He wanted to build a lean, aesthetic, and athletic physique in order to play basketball and keep his explosiveness while building more muscle. Then once we got that settled, we created a 3-phase training tailored to his lifestyle based off of the Zenith Academy training system. Afterwards, we just had to focus on progressive overloading, tracking his progress, and adjusted his training if needed with weekly calls. What we did was basically we provided structure and clarity to his training program so that he's never confused about how he should train and he never follows bad workouts that he learns from YouTube or TikTok. And all of this after the 10 weeks led to a 66% in strength increase, his bench press 1 rep max going from 100 pounds all the way up to 150 pounds. And all the while keeping the workouts under 45 minutes. Next, what we did is give him a structured system for longevity. Motivation is what gets you started, but nobody is motivated for 3 to 6 months. That's why systems are here. Systems are what keep you going. When it comes to our program, we build custom training and nutrition systems that are fit for every one of our clients' lifestyles. When it comes to Oscar, he's balancing school, he's also balancing work, and he still wants to have a nightlife. So we had to take all of those into account in order to build out a training and nutrition system that fit his lifestyle without them clashing together. Having this system also simplifies decision making to avoid burnout, and with our daily accountability messaging, it also avoided him missing the gym and avoiding drop-offs. Now, to really prepare for the long run, we introduced habit building techniques to turn gym into a lifelong habit. So even after finishing the program, he's still going to the gym consistently without needing external motivation to help him go. It has become a habit for him, and that's going to be super powerful. Year 3, 4, 5 of lifting and never regressing on your results. Number 4, we focus on weekly feedback and adjustments. So not everyone progresses at the same speed. So adjustments need to be made at every level. A lot of people think they're not making results because they're not tracking properly. In our program, we give all of our clients weekly progress tracking and visualization for increased adherence and motivation. If you were able to see your week by week progress on a chart, then you'd be able to tell that you are making progress, and that's going to keep you motivated and stick to the gym for the long run. The Zenith Academy training system is broken down into 3 phases. So before every phase, we have check-in calls to see how you're doing, and before the start of the new phase, we'll search out the exercises and the training routine for you so that you can continuously progress. Like aforementioned, we also do caloric adjustments bi-weekly to ensure consistent muscle gain. Last but not least, we also offer one-on-one support calls for whenever you need within the program. That goes for the same for all of our clients. Lastly, we focused on mindset shift for long-term progress. Everyone chases fast results. Even though 10 weeks is realistically speaking really short, we still focus on the 1 to 2 week progress, and it's hard to see progress from just 1 or 2 weeks of training. So if you're so stuck up on chasing fast results, that's just a one-way trip to burnout. What we did with Oscar when he first came to us is first we set realistic progressions as well as results. Then we taught him and adjusted his mindset to focus more on the long term rather than the day-to-day changes. We also gave him video modules to help him restructure his expectations and curb impatience. And all of this just served to combat physique inflation and unrealistic social media expectations. Because we see people with jacked physiques and insane transformations online every single day, it's very easy for us to get caught up with physique inflation. But we have to know that these are just from social media. They're not showing you everything. You won't look like that in just 10 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks. So keeping Oscar accountable for his mindset was probably one of the biggest things that we could have done for him. And all of this led to the final results. He put on 10 pounds of lean muscle in 10 weeks. He added 50 pounds to his bench press. He built a bigger chest and grew thicker arms. He gained the confidence that changed how he showed up in life. Now he's able to take physique pics anywhere, no problem, wear tank tops out in public. And on top of all that, he bagged a girlfriend. So if you're skinny and you're still eating like crazy but you're not growing, this is your sign. You don't need better genetics. You don't need to bulk. You don't need to force feed yourself. You don't need to train for hours in the gym. You need a system that is built for your body. What worked for Oscar will work for you if you're willing to put in the work. So if you want help building your own physique transformation, you can get access to my free training blueprint where I go over how I built my dream physique. And it's the exact thing that I teach in Zenith Academy as well. To conclude, this is what we do every day inside Zenith Academy. We give you simple strategies that give you real results and transformations that last for your entire lifetime. Your journey could look like Oscar's, or it could be even better. You just have to find out. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end, and I hope this step-by-step breakdown really helped you when it comes to being less confused about training and nutrition. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.